your boy, JB, also known as Mr. Steal Your Dibs, the one and only Mr. Steal Your Dibs. My co-host, the Tantilizing one 2011, is having technical difficulties trying to log in to the system right now. Hopefully, he can get that fixed and join us when he gets it fixed. But I'm gonna go ahead along with the show until he joins us. As you heard, the big news over the weekend, there will be a WrestleMania, and it will be in Tampa, Florida. So I am very excited about WrestleMania being in Tampa, Florida, and also it will be held at Raymond James Stadium. I don't have a problem with it being back in Tampa because Tampa is old to WrestleMania after it was canceled last year due to the coronavirus. So, but also we got more news. April 3rd next year, Dallas, Texas gets to host WrestleMania 38. I was at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, had a great time while I was there. And then a year later from that one, April 2nd, 2023, WrestleMania will be in Los Angeles. As we all know, WrestleMania was supposed to be there this year, but due to the coronavirus numbers in LA, which is super high, it's crazy right now. They made a smart move to move it to Florida in Tampa. So, with that being said, we don't have a lot of information in regards to WrestleMania. We have just dates for the next three. With that being said, will it have fans? Will the event itself, WrestleMania, have fans? That's a question we all, have, and don't have any answers because WWE hasn't given us answers yet. So we sitting and waiting. But I would assume for it to be held at Raymond James Stadium, that they're going to have fans. That's the only thing I can think of. We're in an outdoor stadium, so I would think they would have fans. I hope they have fans. Now I can tell you this: it won't be at full capacity. It won't be at full capacity. So if you're trying to get tickets, you better try to get them just like that. Okay? Because I'm gonna be one of the ones that's probably gonna be trying to get tickets. But I also want to know what will the prices be for these tickets due to the fact that we're going to have only a limited amount of capacity in that stadium if they're allowing fans at WrestleMania. What will the price be? I'm looking at the Saints playoff game for today against the Buccaneers, and a ticket price is at $1,700. Now I understand everybody got to make money. We in a pandemic. This and this is going on. That and that is going on. Out here people, losing businesses and everything. But I get you want to make money, but man, those ticket prices are so high. It's ridiculous. So that has me wondering what will WWE set their ticket prices at. So that's going to play a key factor to a lot of people wanting to go to WrestleMania. WrestleMania brings over 100,000 people to its event every year. Every year. Okay? And we'll get more into that on my next topic. But I hope it has fans. I want to go back to WrestleMania. I hope the ticket prices are at a price to where I could buy a ticket for WrestleMania. I want to see all my friends again, just to name a few. Of course, Tantilizing Tony. I want to see my boy Muhammad, Joe, Dime, Josh Gomez, everybody at MVS, Mania Club, just everybody that I've met. I want to see all of y'all again. I haven't been at Mania since 34. So this is going on 3 years. So I want to see all my friends again. Oh, yes, social distance, of course. Of course. But I want to see my friends again. I want to see everybody again. I miss my friends. Yeah, we talk on MVS, this and that. But, you know, being around people that has the same passion and love for something you have also is truly amazing. So hopefully WrestleMania will have fans. Of course, not at full capacity, but limited capacity. We will see, and we'll go from there. And coming in right now is my boy. There he is, Tantilizing 2011. He got his technical difficulties fixed. What's going on, brother?
I apologize, everybody.
Oh, I can't hear you. Wait,
Uh-oh.
hold on. Wait. Pause. Hold on. All right, try now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
Try it
you hear
again.
me?
It's like it's breaking up. It's breaking up. It's like it's breaking up when you talk. Go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, sir. I hear you now. Yes.
I apologize. I think my Bluetooth was catching in. I'm sorry I have to do this mobile today. I got a lot of stuff going on in my home. But first of all, good morning, everybody. Good morning, my esteemed host. How are you today?
I'm good, sir. Good, sir. How are you doing? Glad you're here.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I apologize. I got a brand new phone. I had to download everything. It's just crazy, bro. I don't know if you can tell my difference. My camera is in 4K now, so um. But yeah, I see the topic. So go ahead, man. Let's pick up where you left off. Let's do it.
All right. So I was just talking about WrestleMania. Where's that this year? Also, WrestleMania this year is going to be a 2-night event, April 10th and April 11th. Um, I'm gonna let you talk about WrestleMania this year, and also talking about fans. Are they going to allow fans? We don't know yet, but I would assume due to the fact that it's at Raymond James Stadium. Of course, it's going to be. Oh, we lost Tony. Let's see if we bring him back right quick. There he is. Of course, it's going to be limited capacity. Can you hear me, Tony? Tony, you there?
I
I
hear you.
think we
Can you
lost Tony. All right. Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you now. Can you hear me?
keep going? Don't stop on my account.
Nah. So I just want to know what's your thoughts about. We lost him again. We lost him again. Go back to your old phone you had, man. Shoot. Live TV here, Tony. God damn. All right. But we hope we have fans. Want to see my friends again, B Cannon and all them, everybody, Um, but also when it comes to WrestleMania, we have WrestleMania week. And with that, you have the WWE Hall of Fame. You got Ring of Honor with a show. You got Impact Wrestling doing a show. You got New Japan Pro Wrestling is gonna come down and do a show. Access, I think I already said that. You got WrestleCon. You have so many festivities. So many festivities. I mean, you get to meet some of your favorite wrestlers that you grew up watching. You get to meet them at these certain events. And now, with this pandemic win, will we have a WrestleCon? Will we have WrestleMania access? Are they going to have other type of wrestling shows with even independent circuits that put on shows at certain um arenas or convention centers or whatever? Are they going to have a show or shows? We don't know. I assume WWE is going to have NXT. I assume they're going to have the Hall of Fame and, of course, WrestleMania. But another question in the air: are we having other festivities during WrestleMania week? And I guess I can only say time will tell. Time will tell. Okay. I already know they're doing virtual meet and greets with wrestlers pretty much every other week. So are they going to do virtual meet and greets instead of going to WrestleCon and you meeting Ric Flair, you meet Stone Cold, meeting Tanahashi, or whoever, and you can stand right next to him, take a picture with him. I don't see it happening. I don't see that happening. Mom, I talked to Tony last night through text, and he said, you know, they might have it outdoors. Yeah, but that's still that's still a case of coronavirus happening. Outdoor gatherings of people so close, and you gotta put safety first. And I don't know if anybody's gonna do that. So I'm looking at it as WrestleCon being in limbo might not happen. WrestleMania Access, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we have an access because WWE have been doing virtual meet and greets for less than 2 minutes. People paying $200 to do a virtual meet and greet with a wrestler in less than 2 minutes. I'd rather pay the $200 to meet that person in person and take a picture, which I've done at Access and WrestleCon. I've done it. I wouldn't do a virtual meet and greet, but hey, to each his own. But I don't see Access happening. I really don't see it. WrestleCon Limbo, I don't think it's going to happen. If they can pull something off to where I don't know, 15 people can meet such and such, or whatever, and keep it spaced out, whatever. But I don't see that happening. This WrestleMania, you might have the fewest amount of festivities ever, ever. Yes, everything last year got canceled. Everything, WrestleCon, Access, all that stuff got canceled. But this would be the fewest festivities ever. Okay, ever. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think you have to be smart with this, and it's just the world we're living in for the time being. Next year in Dallas, I think it'll be much much better. More people will have taken the vaccine, and we can probably move on, get a little bit closer, getting back to normal a little bit more come next year. But right now, still, who knows? And maybe WWE held off on announcing this for a reason. Maybe rumors in the past they've been mad that other companies and had events during WrestleMania week. We've heard those rumors, so maybe they did it on purpose. Like, let's just wait till January and make an announcement, so everybody else doesn't know what's going on. And then maybe it's too late for them to make arrangements and try to get everybody. But I don't see Access happening. I don't see WrestleCon happening. I don't see it at all. Just due to safety issues. Everybody got to be safe, and we'll see. I mean, we have till April 10th, April 11th, so we pretty much have a little bit less than 3 months until WrestleMania slash WrestleMania week. Now, last night there was a pay per view, the Hard to Kill pay per view, which is from Impact Wrestling, and you had Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers take on the Impact World Champion Rich Swann, the TNA World Champion Moose, and Chris Sabin. Now, Alex Shelley, also Chris Sabin's tag team partner, part of the Motor City Machine Guns, he was supposed to be in the match, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he couldn't be in the match. So, Moose, who was the number one contender for Rich Swann's Impact World Championship, took his place. And at the end of the match, the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the Impact Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, got the win over those guys. Now, I feel a certain way. I feel a certain way. We're seeing something for the first time that we haven't seen in forever. All right, there was a time McMahon brought in some ECW wrestlers on Monday Night Raw, Rob Van Dam. But we're really seeing two companies, you know, come together and work as one team. As one team. Um, and it's been something to see to say as of now. I'm liking it. Don't get me wrong. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We've all thought maybe it wouldn't work before, but this is kind of working. This is kind of working, and I like it. But I don't know if I was the guy booking this match, if I would have had the AEW World Champion pin the Impact World Champion on an Impact pay per view. I don't know if I would have done that. And I'm kind of looking at that sideways like they had Kenny really pin Rich Swann, who represents TNA, who's their world champion. Did that really happen? I would have had a problem with Kenny pinning Moose or Kenny pinning um Chris Sabin. Let's see if we can bring Tony back in here. All right, there he is. What's going on? You back?
Yo, I'm so sorry.
All good. All good. So let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. I talked about WrestleMania 2 night event, probably having limited fans, and I talked about WrestleMania week and that we might not have as many festivities. So I want to get your comments about both of those.
So of course we all have wishful thinking that we're all going to be able to go, but we don't know what the story is. It's a 2 night event, so we don't know if there's going to be no fans, if it's going to be a tailgate, it's going to be out. We don't know what's going to happen. Half capacity. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people are scared that COVID is still running rampant, and as we should be. But here's my mentality in the whole deal. If they can figure out a way to do it where it's safe, you know, I I would personally, want to get pre-tested. I think if you get a ticket to the event, you should be pre-tested. You have to come with your results. I think they should take your temperature in the morning, or whatever they got to do, whatever protocol. I'm not afraid to go to a full capacity because I'm going to wear my mask and I'll wear gloves. And the transmission of COVID, is a thing. You'd have to be real careful. Will there be outbreaks? Probably, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm to the point now. We are now almost at the Royal Rumble, and 10 months of this, I've had it. I'm going batshit crazy, not being able to do anything I want to do, and I think this would be a perfect opportunity, for us to see if we could make it in this COVID world the way it is now, because we got to get back to some part of normalcy. Yeah, it might be a little dangerous. Yeah, I just think that we can do, if it's done right, it can be done. I mean, they got people in the football stands, so I think that they do it, it can be done right. It was going to cost more money to do it if you have to pay extra money to get tested. I mean, they got the next day tests. You can take a test and get it next day, quarantine yourself. I say let's go for it.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Um, I also said, if they have limited seating, that maybe the ticket prices for WrestleMania are going to be higher than what we usually are accustomed to. Do you agree to that?
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. The WWE has not lost any money during this whole COVID. They have made money. They've saved money on live events. They've um they've made some cuts, as you well know. So I think because of the fans not being able to show for the last 10 months, that they will give. I think they'll give a price break. I really believe it. There's no need for this to try to milk anybody. The NFL tickets been $20,
Not,
$20.
not the Saints, not the Saints games. That's what I was comparing to earlier. Because the Saints games this whole year have been higher, and now for a playoff ticket for the game tonight, not yet tonight, the starting price is $1,400.
Well, they're milking the fans. NFL is going to do that. I don't think. I don't think Vince McMahon is that dumb. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The true wrestling fans like us, we can't afford no $1,400 ticket,
Correct.
and they know that. They're not going to. If they boost the price, they're going to turn a lot of people off, and that's what AEW might swoop and offer some incentives for us to maybe cross over. I'm just saying, I don't see Vince is a shyster, and Vince is he's money hungry. But I don't see him trying to screw us on this one.
We lost Tony again. We lost him again. Hopefully we can get him back. But let's go back to the Hard to Kill pay-per-view that was last night. Back to what I was saying. I wouldn't have Kenny Omega pin the TNA World Champion at all. I had Kenny pin somebody else. Got to make Rich look strong. All right, you back?
Yo.
Yeah. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Tony? Can you hear me?
I don't understand.
Lost him again. I told you to go back to your old phone. Got a new phone causing trouble on live television. Tantalizing. Gosh. Now, let's try this again. Here he is again. Let's try this again, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm about to play the smackdown on that candy ass, to be honest with you.
Yo, listen, I don't know what's going on with my phone.
Can't even hear him. No, I don't hear you. No, I don't hear you.
Keep talking.
All right, yeah. Come on. Can't hear him at all. Fix this problem. All right. Mic check 1, 2.
Mic check.
Nope. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Nope. Can't hear you at all. Nah. Well, he tried to get his stuff fixed. Let me finish up on the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. All right. I don't like the fact that Kenny pinned Rich Swann. I said it already. He should have pinned somebody else. Okay. I understand Kenny just coming to Impact. You got to make him look strong. I get it. But pinning the Impact World Champion, no, I think that was the wrong way. Tony may see it a different way. If I get him to get on, we could do it. But I wouldn't have done that. Kenny could have pinned Moose. Got the pin on Moose. You're trying to set up a rivalry with Kenny and Rich Swann. Okay, maybe, but I disagree with it. I felt as if Kenny, I felt Kenny and the team should have won, but Kenny should have pinned somebody else. Let's see if we get Tony back in here. All right, my man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
God, listen. If I get again, go on without me, bro. Finish the show. I don't want to screw it up for anybody. But listen, I agree. You don't pin the champ. I'm with you on that one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep my things down to a minimum.
Yeah, I was totally shocked by that. Like, you pinned the Impact World Champion on an Impact pay-per-view in a 6-man tag team match. I mean, to me, that makes AEW look so much stronger than Impact. I mean, like I said, if he would have pinned Chris Sabin or Moose, I don't have a problem with it. But pinning the Impact World Champion, that's a shot to me.
Maybe they got a plan where maybe he'll pin Omega in a non-title match or something like that. Maybe it's some kind of setup to boost up Swann. I don't know. To me, it's a no-brainer. You don't pin the world champion.
Yeah, I totally agree. I understand you making Kenny look strong because he's doing both shows and everything, but no. Now, let's go back to WrestleMania week right quick. My question is, do you think there will be a WrestleMania Access where we can actually meet the wrestlers in person, or even a WrestleCon?
I don't think they'll access. I do think there'll be a WrestleCon. Let me tell you why I think this. So I don't think WWE's gonna take a chance in exposing their wrestlers at all.
Right.
For WrestleCon, these guys are retired guys who aren't working, who need the revenue. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to find an outside venue and have some kind of social distancing parameters. You won't have all the same things, where you can take pictures and everything, but I think they'll do some of these talking about merch, and you still can maybe have a one-on-one, just a meet and greet from 6 feet away. Or I think WrestleCon will try to figure out something if they can get the okay. You got to realize they're in Florida, so in Florida, everything goes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think we'll have access. People are saying it's not gonna be like the WrestleMania if you with the limited seating or whatever happens. It's WrestleMania. it was WrestleMania last year when there were no fans. So if you only had half the fans, that's a step up. And all that does is make us look forward to 2022 because that's when we're gonna blow the roof off of Texas.
Oh
Because
yes.
by 2022, we're gonna be back running strong again, God willing. And the beauty of going to the stadium what's it called? What's the stadium called?
AT&T Stadium.
AT&T. Thank you. Um, most of us have been there already. We
Yeah.
know the layout. We
Yep.
know the places to eat. It's like I like going to the same things. To me, that's one of the greatest manias, man. Just in aspects of being in a venue so big. Every match wasn't great, but we got Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, won the title. Um, to me, it's a no-brainer. I 2022.
We got to remember WrestleMania 32 was a year of the injuries for most of the superstars. So
Right.
I felt that Mania was a good Mania due to the fact that so many stars were out. I thought they put on a good show. And me and my cousin Kevin went, and I already told her, hey, it's back in Dallas next year. You coming? She said, oh, I'm gonna do my best. But yeah, that was a good Mania. I did enjoy it, you know, due to the fact of what I said earlier. Now, before we move on, one more thing in regards to WrestleMania week. I don't think there's gonna be access either. But do you think there could be some type of virtual meet and greet on the WWE side that they've been doing for a while now?
What I think they might do is they might do something in the hotel lobby, a virtual, where you can probably see them from outside the glass, or you could be on your phone and do a virtual. I'm sure they're going to figure out something. Like, because Vince is not going to try to bleed us dry, but he's still going to figure out a way to make money. And excuse my camera angle, my stand's not working, so Kira's holding the phone for me. But there's definitely going to be some kind of interaction where the fans can get that, that one-on-one. But what's it going to be? We don't know. This is all uncharted territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going to happen. We got to just deal with it and roll with it,
That's it. All right. So Monday Night Raw. I don't know why I keep bringing up Monday Night Raw on this show, man, because it's just, to me, it's like a broken product. And I was doing some reading the other day, and that the creative team are writing for both shows. And I'm like, so how you make SmackDown that great and Raw so poor? I'm like, if it's the same team, how is that happening? I mean, to me, Raw right now is a broken product. It's supposed to be the show for WWE. It's not supposed to be the B show behind SmackDown. This show is the 3-hour show. Supposed to have the better stars, the flagship. You're supposed to have the better stars on this show, and it's not showing anything in the storyline. Everything is weak. I mean, number one, where's this Bray Wyatt / The Fiend, Randy Orton, Alexa Bliss feud going to? Where's that going to? It's not making sense. Keith Lee and Sheamus, at each other next, and now they tag team partners and everything. And then Drew McIntyre catches COVID. So you bring in Triple H just to pick up a sledgehammer and some type of way put it on fire, and then he disappears, when we could have a talent who's not on TV much be used. I mean, the best part of Raw to me, besides the fire in Randy's eyes, maybe, was Keith Lee throwing John Morrison into the turnbuckle, and the whole turnbuckle came off. Other than that, what else can you say about Monday Night Raw?
I can say one word: unwatchable. To me, I'm afraid for Raw because I might cancel it. These ratings up.
Yeah,
it's not good. This might sound crazy, but if you had to put them in aspects of who's on top, I'd go SmackDown, NXT, AEW, Raw. Raw at the bottom. It's terrible.
And that's sad.
And this should worry Drew McIntyre because this reflects on the champion. He ain't drawing. He's not drawing ratings. What they gonna do? You know,
Right.
Can't keep the strap on the champion that's not drawing. You know, it's the same thing with putting asses in the seats. You got to make those ratings got to go up. You know, Vince is big on ratings, and USA is a company owned by NBC, and they're about ratings. NBC Universal owns them, so they're in trouble. People might not see the writing on the wall, but this show's terrible. I'm confused by every storyline. So before New Year's, Sheamus bro kicks Keith Lee out of his shoes, and now they're hugging like buddies? What?
Right.
I don't know what's going on with Miz Morrison. Like, that's just a waste of time. Where are the women? Where's Mandy Rose? What in the blue hell is happening?
I mean, I don't know. But look, compare that show to SmackDown. SmackDown, you had Cesaro beat Daniel Bryan. You had Shinsuke get a win over Jey Uso. You had Natalya take on Tamina, I believe. I mean, it's like SmackDown is getting the best out of all of their roster members some type of way. And Raw isn't. And then we also talk about the storyline. Look at the storylines from SmackDown, man. I mean, this Roman Reigns storyline might be storyline of the year. Pretty much.
Listen, that Adam Pearce turn, that Adam Pearce little nugget was cool how they did that, bro. You know, because we're asking ourselves, what the hell? So that goes to show the writing. They're taking their time and thinking. And I'm telling you right now, it's not a coincidence that Paul Lee is on SmackDown and they're flourishing. You know?
Oh, without a doubt. And you led right into the next segment on SmackDown. We saw Adam Pearce put the swerve on Roman Reigns. You know, yes, we talked about it last week. Like, what is going on? Adam Pearce, why? Boy, Adam Pearce. Yeah. Now, I know you was like, when Adam Pearce said, I've been waiting for you to do that the whole night. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And he started walking, and he started limping, and he explained everything about being hurt, and you can find somebody to replace. I was like, oh, snap. What a swerve. What a swerve. And I'm telling you, man, this whole Roman Reigns storyline since he came back has been wonderful. I'm glad KO is getting another match with Roman Reigns. I think it's a last man standing match, I believe it is. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen after the Rumble to where Roman Reigns' storyline leads up to next. Who's going to be that next guy to challenge him at WrestleMania for that Universal Championship?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because we know that Kevin Owens is going to lose again, but that doesn't matter because the feud has been awesome. I'm pretty sure whatever's going to happen is going to set up another feud between Kevin Owens and someone else because someone else is going to screw Kevin Owens. Yeah. It's not going to be Uso. Yeah. It's going to be someone else that's going to give Kevin Owens a new feud to go for so he can, you don't have to worry about him chasing the title. That being said, Roman, who's Roman's opponent going to be? That's a tough one. Do you bring The Rock out of retirement? Do you save The Rock for another year for AT&T?
Right.
That's the last time. That's the last time Rock had any interaction, I believe, right? When he pinned Rowan in the 6 seconds, right? Am I right about that? That's the last time he actually stepped in the ring.
The last time we saw Rock was WrestleMania 32. Yes, that was the last time. That's when his contract ended. That was his last time. That is correct.
So what better way to put the icing on the cake, walk out, in his career in the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania at AT&T Stadium. 100,000, 100+ thousand people get to see Rock retire. And what I would do is I would keep the title on Roman
Definitely.
from now until not until next WrestleMania. Not this one coming up, the one after. I would have him dominate everybody and then even pin the Rock at Mania, and then have Rock walk off, and then maybe have Roman lose the title at SummerSlam or even the next night on Raw, whatever. I just think it's great storytelling. But that's how good SmackDown is. That we're looking that far ahead.
I tell you what. I don't have a problem with what you see when Roman hold the title to next WrestleMania. Me, on the other hand, starting after Mania, we start seeing clips of The Rock on the video screen saying, how Roman, what you're doing is terrible. You're being a disgrace to the family, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe it comes SummerSlam or Survivor Series. The Rock walks out and Roman sees him, and that makes Roman loses the Universal Championship. And then they build that on just a regular one-on-one match, the main event, WrestleMania in Dallas.
That works too. Hey, listen, whatever gets The Rock in the ring, so he can walk away and retire. So we can close the chapter. I've been holding my breath for Stone Cold, but it looks like it's never going to happen.
Right.
I don't know why he won't get some. There's something in the back. I know off topic, but I've thought about this for so long. Saudi Arabia offered Stone Cold $10 million for one match.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it down. There's something in his brain. He's like, I don't want to do it. I mean, I give the guy credit for having such conviction. Me personally, I want to have one more. To have one more last hurrah. The guy's in great shape. Him versus Rock versus Stone Cold, the last match would be awesome. But we got to see what happens, man. We got to see.
That's true. Stone Cold has not been in a wrestling ring a wrestling match, I should say, since WrestleMania 19. His last match
19.
against The Rock. Yeah.
19. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That is so long ago. 18 years ago. Now, NXT, as you know, they're having the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Challenge, I believe it's called. And, we had some teams. We saw Undisputed Era defeat Breezango. But we also saw the debut of MSK. And if you don't know who MSK are, they were pretty much one of the best tag teams in Impact Wrestling. They made their debut. Tony, my friend, I was a fan of theirs at Impact. They made one hell of a debut against Isaiah Swerve and Jake Atlas. Totally impressed with them. I don't know if they're going to have them go to the championship or the finals and win. I don't know. But, man, that was a great debut, and it got people talking about them.
I didn't really know about them too much. So after I watched the match, I went back. That's the beauty of the internet, and go back. So I went back. I was like, "Oh, these guys are good." So I think, I don't know. It's tough to say if they're going to win, but I see them in the finals.
Okay.
I see them in the finals, and I mean, why bring a team in that's hot and not do something with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
So I mean, everybody else there is pretty much established. I don't see Undisputed Era winning. They don't need it. They've done it already.
Yep.
Who else to give it to? And then Brazil goes out.
You got the Grizzly veterans, Grizzly young veterans.
Nah. To me, they're not flashy enough. The thing about me is I don't like any kind of. I'm against any kind of gimmick with the back in the day, who was that guy? Even Steven Regal or William, when he had the man's man gimmick. I don't like any of the
working man.
Yeah, he's a man. a real man. But I don't those gimmicks where the guys are like even the other guy. What's his name? Oh God, I can't remember. Names escape me right now. But I'm just not into those gimmicks. They never appeal to me. So I mean, we'll see. But why bring a team in hot like that and not get them the push they deserve? So
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
they could
I,
they could win.
they could win, maybe, maybe not. We will see. But hey, look, down the line, sometime within a year or two, they got to be NXT Tag Team Champions. That is a
Oh,
must.
of course,
Yeah, that is a must. Now
that's a
on to the
definite.
last subject. Looks like an NXT for the time being. We got a little bit of a title chaos. Who will Finn Balor face at the next takeover, which is next month? Will it be Pete Dunne? Will it be Kyle O'Reilly again? Or a triple threat? Or maybe Karrion Cross jumps into the picture some type of way? I don't know. All I know is I'm seeing fights between Pete Dunne, Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly coming out. It's chaos right now. Like, how they gonna settle this? What are they gonna do? You know, I'm still sitting and saying save Karrion Cross and Finn Balor for NXT Takeover Mania week. I don't want to see it on Valentine's Day. I want to see Karrion Cross and Finn Balor Mania week. You could give me Finn Balor and Pete Dunne, or throw Kyle O'Reilly for a triple threat. I'm cool with that. And Karrion Cross comes out and attacks Finn after the match. But don't put Karrion Cross in this title picture yet.
100% I agree. I think that's the way they're going. I think we're gonna see a triple. I think Balor retains, and I'm gonna throw a little swerve at you. So I think that Balor retains because of Karrion Cross. I think Karrion Cross goes face. I think he does whatever he does to allow Finn to win. Finn's pissed about it. Finn stays the heel route. Karrion goes the face route. Karrion wins at WrestleMania weekend. Gets the title back he never lost. You got a feud for the next 6 months with those two.
Yeah.
And I don't think we see the demon yet. I don't think we see the demon at WrestleMania Takeover weekend. I
Nah.
don't think we see it. I don't think we see the demon till SummerSlam Survivor Series.
Maybe so. Yeah.
But the plan is to get Karrion Cross in there because people love him and Scarlett is over. So
Big time. Big time. I totally agree with you. We do not display the Demon Mania week. No, do not. Display it after. Like I said, have Karrion Cross beat Finn, and then in a rematch somewhere down the line, then have Finn come out as the Demon. I think that makes perfect sense. I also think probably during Mania week also, you try to continue the feud with Pete Dunne and the brand against Undisputed Era some type of way. Maybe continue that feud. I don't think that's even over with. We just got a glimpse of it, with Cole versus McAfee, then War Games. But it's not like back to back to back. It's been spread out. So here we are now, spread it out some more. Let that feud continue. I think that'll be perfect going to TakeOver during Mania week.
I 100% I'm with you. I hate to say this, but we've been agreeing too much in 2021. I don't know what's happened to me. I must be getting soft in my old age. I think me going to the gym every day, be getting my brain lack oxygen to my brain or something because it's some BS how much I've been agreeing with you. But I mean, I gotta give you credit because when you're right, you're right. So I mean, but it's good that if you notice we're on the same page with things because things in wrestling are going really well, with the exception of Monday Night Raw. Oh, terrible!
Yeah.
But other than that, wrestling's flourishing, man. Every organization's looking good. I'm watching, New Japan's doing good. It's like wrestling's right now. You notice we're gonna make that turn soon.
Yeah.
Regardless what politics are, things are changing in the atmosphere. So maybe get some positivity going on. We won't talk about anybody who's leaving office in 3 days. But other than that, don't want to alienate any other any of the Republicans that's watching. But if you're a Trump supporter, have a nice day. You guys are number one in my book. If you notice what I'm saying, you guys are number one. You know what I mean? Number one.
Dude, stupid.
But but yeah, I mean, I'm happy with wrestling right now. I mean, I know this, but let me ask you a question. Let me throw you a question, my esteemed colleague. How do you feel the state of wrestling is right now with the whole COVID thing? Maybe, you know, with the vaccine coming out and things changing, WrestleMania, fans in the stands at AEW. What is your personal feeling on, you know, what the future holds?
Oh, my personal feeling is they're gonna have fans, and they've made it so far within almost a year's time without any fans. Because when COVID first hit and they had this, no fans and just try to keep it going, things look bad. But they found a way. They found a way to continue to keep wrestling relevant. And and now we got a vaccine. Things are looking up. I think within months, I think Mania will be the first big test. The first big test of, okay, limited amount of seats, fans, social distance. Let's see how we can do this. Because, yeah, NXT got a couple fans with masks on. AEW got a couple fans. But now to have thousands in a stadium, this is the first big test. And they're going to see how well they might be able to do with that. And if they do well with it, things can go up. So I think it's going to be it's going to go up on a positive note.
Let me ask you this question then, and you can sign off after this. I really want to know. And if anybody watches this later, put in the comments. I might even put up later as a poll. So let me ask you this. So 2 questions. Number 1, if they announce there will be limited fans in the stands, are you going?
My plan is to go, but I want to see first what is the ticket price. That's the main thing.
That's my follow-up question. How much would you be willing to spend? What's your cap?
All right, my cap. So the area usually where I sit is usually $400 to $450. The ticket I bought last year for Tampa was in the risers, which is closer to the ring. That was $700. So that's it right there. A WrestleMania ticket to sit in the risers, regular price, $700. That's what I would pay right there.
So let me tell you what my feelings are. I'm going to tell you straight out. If there's a Mania and his fans, I'm 100% in, unless something happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in. Price is my issue. Usually, so my WrestleManias are very different on how I go and what I plan to do, depending on where it is.
Right.
Depending on how many times I've been there, and pretending on who it depends on who I bring. If I bring Bobby, I have to do different things. If I bring Kira, it's different things. If it's myself, it's something completely different. So because this is a COVID thing, I would definitely be solo. I'd be alone.
Right.
Kira gave me the stink eye. But would I be willing to pay? So this sounds crazy. My seat to me never matters because I always find a way to move down. I always find a way to exploit the customer service, get services, and I get to move down anyway. So I'm gonna tell you right now, especially with the climate of the economy and my personal finances, I'm buying a house soon. I just bought a new car. I'm not trying to break my pockets, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not spending more than $200 for a ticket. $200.
Okay.
So if the seat is anything over 200, you see the streak actually be broken this year.
Oh man!
Because last year does not count. The streak might actually be broken if I have to dig in my pocket for. I'm not gonna do it because hotels are gonna be outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Even if what I do is I'll fly in Saturday, stay there one night, and fly out Sunday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That'd be my ultimate plan. But hotels, I mean, I'm even willing to rent a car and sleep in the car overnight. Like, no lie.
Right.
I'm there because why waste that money why waste $400 or $500 for one night? Because they're gonna charge.
Oh, you know it already. You know it.
They gotta make their money back. So I mean, even so, I might just come in on if WrestleMania is 2 days, fly in that Saturday afternoon and just walk the streets of freaking Florida all night. I got some friends out there. Hey, let me crash. It's gonna be different this year, but I'm not gonna spend. The most I'm gonna spend on WrestleMania ticket is $3,000.
I got you.
So, and that was WrestleMania 20, but I sat front row opposite camera side, right on this side there. So in the
Right.
garden, because I had to be there for 20th anniversary. But other than that, bro, I am not spending
I,
that kind of cash.
I just got my Airbnb money back yesterday. Soon as I saw the where Mania was gonna be, I went and canceled the Airbnb and I got my money back like that.
Good.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna I'm gonna research hotels and airfare, and I'll post it on the page so people can check it out. Whatever. I use Priceline because I got a lot of points for Priceline. But
yeah.
bro, if anybody's watching this now or later, if you're even thinking of doing WrestleMania, you better do your research today.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Don't wait. Don't wait. Especially, I mean, if you've never been to Tampa, like I've never been. I don't know if you've ever been to Tampa, Tony.
I have.
You have. I never been. Yeah. Do your research now on it. Start looking up things, this and that, right now. Do not wait till the last minute, okay? But other than that, man, that's what I'm waiting for to see what the ticket price is going to be. And if it's to my liking, I'm gonna text you first. I'm like, I'm all in. I will be there. So, but everybody, as you know, WrestleMania is around the corner. We got locations for 3 straight years. April 10th, April 11th of this year, Tampa, Florida. Next year, April 3rd, we're back in the Big D, Dallas, Texas. And the year after that, 2023 of April 2nd, we are in Los Angeles, the city of angels, where Mania was supposed to be this year, but they pushed it back 2 years. So we got dates for all three. Can't wait. Hey, I thought I thought Mania was LA this year, and I thought they would have done Vegas next year, man. Vegas got to be coming up, bro. It got to be coming up.
Well, I think they're gonna wait on Vegas because I think New Orleans is gonna be 2024.
You think New Orleans gonna be 2024?
I think Vegas 2025. I mean, listen, they get a lot of good feedback because of New Orleans,
Oh
and
yeah,
you got to
definitely.
realize New Orleans is the best. I'm sorry, out of every place, out of every main I've been to,
Tell them, tell
New
them.
Orleans. It's not. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Out of every many I've been to, and I've been to quite a few.
Yeah, yeah.
New New Orleans, New Orleans to me was the best time, the best hospitality, the best food, the best people I met, the best friends. I cannot say nothing bad about NOLA. I kid you not. If they had WrestleMania in New Orleans every year, I would not complain because it is the place to be. Everything's inexpensive. You eat like a king. Parking's not expensive, bro.
And you gotta realize this. In New Orleans, everything from access at the convention center to the arena to the Superdome is all right there. You could
You're right at the
actually,
smoothie.
yeah, you could walk. You could walk to every spot if you want to. It's so convenient. It's so convenient.
I the year of WrestleMania 30, I didn't have a rental car because was at the Wyndham Garden.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's right next to the Superdome.
Mm-hmm.
I walked to the Superdome. I walked to Smoothie King. I walked to Bourbon Street. I didn't spend any money in Uber or taxis. I walked everywhere. Saved all that money in a rental car. Ate like a king. Bought 2 new titles, bro. New Orleans is the place to be.
Yeah, me being from New Orleans, I love it when it comes to New Orleans. Both Manias 30 and 34, no hotel, no rental car fee. I just drove from the West Bank to New Orleans, which is a 5 minute ride. Yeah, pay for a little parking. That's fine. But other than that, man, I love it. And I'm sure you were the same way when it was in New York.
Well, it wasn't New York. Here's the thing about New York. When it's in the Garden, okay, but the capacity is so low in the Garden, only 20 some odd thousand. So it's hard to have a great time with everybody because I like a bigger venue. It being in MetLife, I like it, but because of being outside, April you get the brisk weather. It was cold both times.
Mm-hmm.
One the first one at MetLife in 20 was that 29? No, 29? No, no,
29.
no.
Yeah.
29. It was cold.
I heard
It
it was
was
raining.
cold.
I heard it was raining for that one too.
It rained a little bit, and then when they were there 2 years ago, bro, it was just freezing up top. Me and Joe froze, bro. We were huddling like two lovers on a cruise ship. It was cold, bro. It
Yes,
was cold.
indeed.
So I mean,
Wow.
and the thing about that too is so far away. You gotta go across through the tunnel. Everything's expensive. I hope it never comes back to New York. Honestly, I
Oh,
don't care.
you know it will though. You know Vince McMahon got to do New York, bro. You know he has to. He
Yeah.
got to. So, but that's all the time we have for Over the Top Rope. We'll be back next week for my brother, the Tantalizing, Tony Levin. I'm your boy, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. We'll
The
see you next.
only Mr. Celia Dibs, the only,
Tell him again. The only. That's
the,
right.
the one and only Mr. Steal Your Dibs, Jared JB, Mr. UPS Boyd.
That's right. And all you other guys that want to be me, copy me, duplicate me, imitate me, y'all can go suck on a lemon. Other than that, I'll see y'all
Yes.
later. I'll see y'all later. We'll see y'all later. Excuse me. We'll see y'all later. Peace.